Jothurwa untie. Hi cousins. Hi Kuzo. Wow. So Kenya is about to go through a roller coaster of leadership tantrums, or do we call them political theater of the absurd? And having our elections next year is truly a time to be wary, scared, or even concerned about, because very key decisions are about to be made, and yet today we are being taken through circus already. And I want to particularly address the Kenyan voter and just ask, do we honestly know what we want as a people? Because over the last so many years, we constantly complain about taxation, state of roads, state of education, security, jobs and entrepreneurship, health, and we talk and talk and talk because we feel the impact of policies that are made in the National Assembly or even oversighted by the Senate or even at the County Assembly. And so much happens. Yet, when we get to elections, for some reason, these become non-issues. And we start putting on caps, we start putting on t-shirts, we lose our heads, and we run all over the place like headless chickens, singing different sort of jargons, slogans, and sloganeering becomes a key thing. So much more happens in the background. I don't want to talk about deaths, abductions, threats, so much more. The money that exchanges hands, theater, it's all theater. And so this is what we are about to experience for the next almost a whole 1 year. It will all be a total mess. But the main person in the game, who is supposedly the pawn, is the one with the voter's card and the national ID. And this person, who has the power to hire and fire, is the one who is now getting ready to be abused, to be reused, to be accused, and to be given handouts. Kitu kidogo. And we are going to fight each other. We are going to hate on each other. Our reasoning capacity is going to go down. Juu ya nini? Juu mwanasiasa, or so-called mheshimiwa, famously called Mhesh, is going to come. This is the time you will be able to access your Mhesh, hang on to their car, maybe even get a ride, eat something with them in a dingy kiosk. All that theater is about to happen. So for how long are we going to entertain this as the voter? Your ID and your voter's card are very powerful. They are very attractive. They have all the value this time, if at all your vote matters anyway, because sometimes it doesn't. The people who vote know what they do elsewhere. But we must have a voice. They can steal the vote, but they can't steal your voice. So how are we going to express ourselves as the voters on what we want? Are we going to say that for the first time ever, we want to be kingmakers? This is the leader we have picked, and this is the person we want to put into the house on the hill, into the National Assembly, into the County Assembly, and into the Senate. Can we do that? Or it is the politicians to give us their offers, and all we can do is choose the best of the devil amongst the evil ones? Is that how we do things? Yes, that's what we've done all through. Why can't we choose people who we know have leadership track records? We want people who know politics, the local politics, not the leadership and governance politics. That is what we want. Those are the people we love. People who come with slogans that we can flow with and get goons and hooligans to vuruga other people. Those are our people. Those are the wanaume. Those are the viongozi. Then once we mobilize 400 of them, put them into parliament, mobilize another almost 1,800, put them into the county assemblies, then we have given goons and people who do not have leadership ethos power to gang together and show us the way forward as a country. And when they do, the way they know best, what do? We cry the beloved country and things fall apart. But don't we know what we are doing? Can't we decide to gather elitist, smart, informed, and very focused people, send them into parliament? Can't we identify them? Or as we say, our leaders are just as good as we are. We choose only a reflection of who we are. If we are smart, then why don't we get smart people? But if we are dumb dunderheads who rely on handouts, then those are the people we will put in there. And again, I'll repeat, if these are the people we put into parliament, do we expect any better once they are in there? And for 5 years, crocodile tears. Or do we call them premium tears? That's what we do. Oh, these people are corrupt. Oh, these people don't care about us. Oh, these people don't speak for our interest. They are passing bills. But who put them there? They didn't put themselves in there. We put them in there. So do you want to make an effort and put in people you can hold accountable? Because we know them. You know who a leader is. You know who a promising governance officer is. You know what the Constitution and what the rules say about proper governance. We know them. Why don't we expect our leaders to reflect those very basic principles that we embody? Yet when it comes to election time, we forget all that. I'll throw in the spanner in the works. This time, why don't you ask that anybody who is coming to be elected, if they are new, they must share a very clear manifesto or agenda with everyone. They'd rather not print t-shirts or banners or everything, but can they have a booklet that is a standard operating procedure or a combining factor, a contract between them and the voters? But for anyone who wants to be re-elected, can they also come with a report for everyone in English, in Kiswahili, and if possible in the local language? This is the amount of money I've received since I got into office. This is what I have done. Go and audit. Can we get to those levels? Or we just get washed away by euphoria? Big parties, tribal kingpins. Is that what really makes leadership or governance for us? And that's the short challenge I wanted to pass on to us. So today, my address was just to you, the one carrying the voter's card. What are your standards? What are your expectations? What are your deliverables? If we want to cry for another 5 years, yes, we will. But if we want to smile that we are finally on the way, can we make a decision and speak one language and say, these are the leaders we want? And if there are people who are not electable, for heaven's sake, let us not even give them the chance to reach the ballot. Why do we have goons going to the ballot? Why do we have proven thieves going to the ballot? Can't we declare some people unelectable and they should not dare? Can our elections be a national issue, whereby, just like we had in Mbeere the other day, all Kenyans were concerned about a constituency. And that's what we should be able to do. Go to this constituency and ask, guys, who are these you're electing? They might say they know their local leaders, fine. But if you have any dossiers about those people, declare why certain people should not be elected. And let's rally behind it as Kenyans, so that everybody is concerned about every county. Who are we putting in there as a governor? Tell that people, this person is a no-go zone. Who are we putting there as a women rep or as a member of the National Assembly? Who is he putting there as a senator? Can we declare some people unelectable? And we push those counties not to elect them. This is what we must learn to do. But otherwise, if we think that electing your leaders is a local issue, wait until they all come together in parliament. Then, the 400 of them become one unit, and the rest of us are left on the other side, wondering what did we do. Is that the mistake we want to make? Well, I'm talking about leadership, elections, governance, and how a nation needs to run. We have amazing people offering themselves to take leadership positions. Are we even talking about them? No. What videos are trending? Our very old kingpins, our very old politicians, our very own tricksters. Those are the ones we want. All these other people, we are calling them unexposed. We are calling them undervalued. We are making them feel they cannot make it. They are non-starters. Why? Because they've not built the clout we expect them to build to run all over the place, making noise on top of cars. Is that the only magnitude of politics we understand? Can't we have somebody sit in the boardroom, give us decrees, manifestos, and how they are going to execute their plan? And we even fund them. We fund them because we believe in them. Or are we now sitting ready for the money that has been stolen from our public coffers to be shared with us? And we are proudly saying it's our time to eat the money they stole from us. Are we giving them that leeway? Are we giving them that permission? If you know anyone who ate public funds, can you first of all make them unelectable? So that your money can work for you on roads, on hospitals, schools, business and entrepreneurship, security, good governance. That is what we want. But if we're just going to sit there and focus on how something small gets into our pocket, a kofia, a t-shirt, 500 bob, 200 bob, then you have 5 years of struggle. Best of luck. But I will be the change that I want to see. Will you be the change? Can we for once pick young blood, new leadership, people who have not been put into the thick of corruption, so that we can say, let us start a new thing. Let us build a new generation. It is possible. If you want to do it, let's make it happen. But I'm begging you, fellow Kenyans, this is our time to prove we can get new leadership, better leadership, in a greater direction. Corruption is the mammoth in the house. Have you heard the last regime talk anything about corruption? Over the last 3 years, 4 years, how many people have been put behind bars or even just taken to jail or to the courts? And we've had mega corruption cases going on, courtesy of our judiciary. Mention a few. Does it mean we are all of a sudden we are angels? But don't the newspapers give us headlines every day? Where do all these people go? Or is it the newspapers gaslighting us? There's nothing like that. It's your choice. Well, maybe you're having a share of that cake, and so to you it's okay. If they're stealing and sharing with me, that's fine. Wait until things will flip to the other side. when the others now will be the ones being shared with and not you. Is that the life we will lead? Or we want a nation that can be self-sustainable and self-sufficient? Let's make a decision to make good choices. We can do it. We have the power, and nobody can stop us but our very selves. Thank you so much. I hope you start making good decisions. We will be talking more about elective politics as we move on, but we can certainly make a difference. Adios.